My dear friend, there are moments in life when the weight of the world seems to rest on your shoulders. You may look in the mirror and feel as if you are invisible, forgotten, or unworthy. These feelings are painful, but they are not the truth of who you are. You are not your mistakes. You are not your struggles. You are not your fears. You are a magnificent, powerful, and irreplaceable soul who has simply forgotten your light for a moment. Today, we awaken that light again. When you feel worthless, the very first thing to do is pause. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart and remind yourself, this feeling is temporary. My worth is eternal. Your value is not something you earn. It is something you were born with. It cannot be taken from you. It cannot be diminished by anyone else's words or actions. It is the sacred essence of your being. When life feels overwhelming, when your mind is racing with thoughts that tell you you're not enough, when the weight of the world feels heavier than you can carry, the very first and most powerful thing you can do is pause and breathe. Your breath is not only the rhythm of your body, it is the rhythm of your spirit. It is your direct connection to life itself. Every inhale is a reminder that you are alive, that you are supported, and that life flows through you with ease. Every exhale is an opportunity to let go of tension, worry, and fear. When you pause and breathe, you give yourself permission to step away from the chaos of the mind. The mind loves to pull you into the past with regret or into the future with anxiety, but the breath anchors you here, in this moment, where true peace lives. This is where healing begins. This is where you remember who you are. Just for a moment, close your eyes. Inhale slowly, filling your lungs with fresh air. Hold it gently for a moment, and then release it with a long sigh. Feel the difference it makes. Feel how your body softens and your heart begins to open. Breathing consciously is not something small. It is a doorway. It opens the way back to yourself. Every time you pause and breathe, you are telling your nervous system, I am safe. I am cared for. I am enough. You may not feel it right away, but the body listens. With each breath, you are calming the storm inside you. With each breath, you are rewriting the message your mind is sending to your heart. You are giving yourself the love and attention you have been longing for. Breathing is also a sacred reminder that you do not have to force life. Just as the breath flows naturally without you needing to control it, life also has a rhythm, a flow, a divine order. When you pause and breathe, you practice surrender. You remember that you are supported by something greater than yourself. You do not have to hold it all together. You do not have to carry everything alone. Your breath is proof that the universe provides for you, moment by moment, without you even asking. Sometimes when you feel worthless, your body tightens. Your chest feels heavy, your shoulders tense, your stomach churns. These are signs that you've been holding on too tightly to painful thoughts. Breathing deeply helps you release them. Imagine with each inhale you are filling yourself with love, light, and calm. With each exhale, imagine you are letting go of all the heavy emotions you no longer need. Self-doubt, guilt, fear, and shame. Let your exhale carry them far away, out of your body, out of your mind, out of your soul. Allow space to open inside you for peace to return. You might notice that when you focus on your breath, the voice of judgment begins to quiet. The thoughts that say, I'm not good enough, I'm not important, not worthy, start to lose their power. They no longer control you. Instead, you become present with yourself in a loving way. Breathing with awareness is like giving yourself a gentle hug from the inside. It whispers to you, you are safe, you are precious, you are loved. The beauty of this practice is that it is always available to you. No matter where you are, at home, at work, walking down the street, you can pause and breathe. You don't need special tools. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. You don't need permission. Your breath is always here, waiting to comfort you, to guide you, to bring you home to yourself. As you continue to breathe deeply, start to notice how your body begins to relax. Your heartbeat steadies, your mind slows down, and your soul feels more at ease. Each breath is a gentle reminder that you are here for a reason. If life had no purpose for you, you would not be breathing in this very moment. The fact that breath continues to flow through you is proof that you are needed, that you are part of something much greater than you can imagine. So the next time you feel worthless, stop for just a moment. Don't try to fix everything at once. Don't rush to escape the feeling. Simply pause. Place your hand on your heart. Take a slow, gentle breath. Remind yourself, I am alive. I am safe. I am enough. Let those words sink into every cell of your being. Allow your breath to carry that truth deep into you. Breathing is not just about survival. It is about connection. With every inhale, you connect with the life force that sustains all things. With every exhale, you release what no longer serves you. In this cycle, you find your balance again. In this simple act, you discover your worth again. Remember this, you are as natural, as necessary, and as sacred as the breath itself. When you pause and breathe, you come back to the truth that you are not broken, you are not empty, and you are not worthless.
You are light.
You are love. You are enough. The way you speak to yourself creates the atmosphere of your inner world. If the words you whisper inside are filled with criticism, harshness, and judgment, you will always feel like you are walking through life with a heavy burden. But if you learn to speak to yourself with gentleness, compassion, and love, you begin to heal, to rise, to feel worthy again. Words are not just sounds, they are vibrations. Every word you say to yourself has the power to build you up or break you down. The choice is always yours. For too long, many of us have carried voices from the past. The voices of parents, teachers, or others who spoke in ways that made us feel small. Sometimes we repeat those voices in our minds without even realizing it. We say to ourselves, I'm not good enough. I'm a failure. I'll never succeed. Every time you repeat these phrases, you reinforce the lie that you are not valuable. But today, you have the opportunity to choose differently. You can choose words that uplift rather than destroy. You can choose to be your own best friend instead of your harshest critic. Speaking kind words to yourself begins with awareness. Start noticing the inner dialogue that runs through your mind every day. When you catch yourself thinking something unkind, pause. Ask yourself, would I say this to someone I love? If the answer is no, then it is not something you should say to yourself either. Replace it with words that nurture you. Instead of I can't do this, try I'm learning, I am growing, I am capable. Instead of I am so stupid, try made a mistake, and I can learn from it. I am still worthy of love. Your subconscious mind is always listening. It absorbs every word you say and turns it into a belief. That belief becomes your reality. This is why it is so important to speak kindly to yourself. When you say, I am loved, I am enough, I am strong, your subconscious accepts these statements and begins to create experiences in your life that match them. The more you repeat them, the more natural they become. Eventually, they replace the old patterns of negativity. At first, speaking kind words to yourself may feel uncomfortable. If you are used to criticizing yourself, kindness might seem unfamiliar. You might even resist it, thinking it's silly or untrue. But remember, everything new feels strange at first. Just like planting seeds in the soil, you may not see growth immediately. But with daily care, those seeds begin to sprout. Kind words are seeds of self-love. With time, they blossom into confidence, peace, and joy. Imagine you are speaking to your inner child, the part of you that still longs to be accepted, to be loved without conditions. That child doesn't need perfection. That child only needs to hear, you are safe. You are loved. You are enough. When you speak kindly to yourself, you soothe that inner child. You give yourself what you may not have received in the past. Gentle encouragement, unconditional love, and forgiveness. Kind words are also powerful when spoken in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes and say, I forgive you. I believe in you. At first, it may be difficult. You may even look away. But with practice, you will find yourself softening, opening, and truly feeling the truth of those words. The mirror becomes a tool for healing, because when you can say kind words to yourself while looking at your own reflection, you begin to build a deep and unshakable relationship with who you are. Throughout your day, take moments to affirm yourself. Before a big task, say, I am capable. When you feel tired, whisper, I am allowed to rest. When you make progress, even small, acknowledge it with, I am proud of myself. These simple acts change the way you experience life. They shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have. They transform self-doubt into self-trust. Kind words also have the power to heal old wounds. When painful memories rise to the surface, instead of judging yourself for what happened, speak words of compassion. I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. I am learning to forgive myself. I am growing stronger every day. These words begin to dissolve the shame that may have lived in your heart for years. The truth is, the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. You spend every moment of your life with your own thoughts. Why not make those thoughts a source of comfort instead of pain? Speaking kindly to yourself does not mean ignoring your flaws. It means recognizing them with love, just as you would with someone you care about deeply. It means encouraging yourself to grow while still honoring your worth exactly as you are. Remember, every kind word you speak to yourself is a step toward freedom. Freedom from self-doubt, freedom from old stories, freedom from the weight of unworthiness. When you fill your mind with kindness, you naturally radiate it outward. The more you love yourself through your words, the more love you will attract into your life. So today, make a choice. Become your own encourager. Become your own source of love. Every time you catch yourself being unkind, pause and gently replace it with compassion. Say to yourself now, I am worthy. I am unloved. Let those words sink into your soul. Speak them daily. Speak them often. Speak them until they become the song of your heart. You deserve words that heal you, words that lift you, words that remind you of your true beauty. Be the one who gives them to yourself. Your worth is unshakable, and when your words align with that truth, you will feel it deeply. And in that feeling, you will remember who you truly are. There comes a time in every life when holding on to the past becomes too heavy. The memories, the regrets, the hurts, the mistakes, they can weigh on your heart like stones, keeping you from moving forward. The truth is, you cannot walk freely into the beauty of your future if you are dragging the chains of yesterday behind you. Releasing the past is not about forgetting what happened. It is about freeing yourself from being defined or controlled by it. It is about saying, I choose peace now. I choose love now. I choose to let go. When you cling to past experiences, you keep yourself locked in old energy. The mind replays painful moments, conversations that should have gone differently, choices you wish you hadn't made. Each time you replay them, you feel the pain again, as if it is happening in this very moment. But the truth is, the past is gone. It no longer exists except in your memory. The only place it has power is in your mind. And if you can release it from your mind, it no longer has the power to hurt you. Releasing the past begins with a willingness to let go. You don't need to know how. You only need to be willing. Say to yourself, I am willing to release the past. I am willing to set myself free. That simple declaration opens the door for healing to flow in. Your willingness is the key that unlocks the chains you have carried for so long. Often, we hold on to the past because we believe it defines us. We think, I am the person who was betrayed. I am the one who failed. I am the one who was abandoned. But these are not who you are. They are experiences you lived through, not your identity. Who you truly are is far greater, limitless, worthy, whole. The past may have shaped you, but it does not have to confine you. Forgiveness is a powerful part of releasing the past. Forgiveness is not about saying what happened was okay. It is not about denying the pain. Forgiveness is about choosing not to carry that pain with you any longer. When you forgive others, you release yourself from being tied to their actions. When you forgive yourself, you stop punishing yourself for choices you made when you didn't know better. In both cases, forgiveness is an act of love for your own soul. It is a way of saying, I deserve peace more than I deserve to hold on to this pain. And imagine yourself carrying a heavy bag filled with rocks. Each rock represents a regret, a hurt, or a memory that weighs you down. With every step you take, the bag grows heavier. Now imagine setting the bag down. You take off the straps, place it on the ground, and walk away. You feel lighter. You feel free. That is what releasing the past feels like. You no longer need to carry it because it is not serving you anymore. Sometimes the past feels safe because it is familiar. Even when it hurts, it feels like something you know. Letting go can feel like stepping into the unknown, and the unknown can feel frightening. But remember, the unknown is also where new possibilities lie. It is where new love, new opportunities, and new joy await you. By releasing the past, you make space for the blessings that want to enter your life. Releasing the past is also an act of self-love. When you hold on to old pain, you are telling yourself that you are not worthy of peace. But when you let go, you affirm, I love myself enough to move forward. I love myself enough to create a new story. Each time you release, you return to love. And love is the truth of who you are. The process may not happen overnight. Sometimes releasing the past is like peeling back layers of an onion. One memory, one emotion, one belief at a time. Be patient with yourself. Each step you take is progress. Celebrate the moments when you notice you no longer feel the same intensity of pain about an old wound. Celebrate the freedom that grows in you, little by little, each time you let go. One powerful practice is to write down everything you are ready to release. Pour it onto paper, the names, the situations, the memories. Then, with intention, say, I release this. It no longer controls me. Tear up the paper, burn it safely, or let it go in water. This symbolic act helps your subconscious mind understand that you are truly choosing freedom. You are not meant to live your life chained to what has already happened. You are meant to live fully in the present, with your heart open to the possibilities of today. When you release the past, you reclaim your energy. You reclaim your joy. You reclaim your power. So now, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Say quietly to yourself, I let go of the past. I forgive, I release. I am free. Feel those words echo inside you. Each repetition lightens you. Each breath lifts you higher. The past has no hold on you anymore. You are not your pain. You are not your mistakes. You are not your regrets. You are whole. You are free. And in that freedom, you step into the fullness of your true self, ready to create the life you deserve, unburdened by yesterday, and open to the miracles of today. Taking care of yourself is not a luxury, It is a necessity. It is an act of love, a declaration that you matter, that your well-being is important, and that you are worthy of gentleness and kindness. Practicing radical self-care means going beyond the surface, beyond quick fixes, and truly honoring your body, mind, and spirit with the attention they need. It is about making yourself a priority, not out of selfishness, but out of deep recognition that when you are nourished, you can give and live from a place of wholeness. Many of us have been taught to put everyone else first, to give endlessly, to push through exhaustion, to ignore our needs. We've been told that caring for ourselves is indulgent or unnecessary. But the truth is, neglecting yourself does not serve anyone. When you are depleted, you cannot give fully. When you are worn out, you cannot shine your light. Radical self-care is the antidote. It says, I love myself enough to rest, to heal, to recharge, to protect my peace. Self-care begins with listening to yourself. Your body whispers its needs to you every day. When you feel tired, it asks for rest. When you feel tense, it asks for movement. When you feel overwhelmed, it asks for quiet. Yet so often we ignore these whispers and push forward. Practicing radical self-care means paying attention to those signals and honoring them. It means taking the nap without guilt, saying no without apology, nourishing your body with food that brings energy rather than depletes it. Radical self-care is also about boundaries. Sometimes the most caring thing you can do for yourself is to say no. No to the people who drain your energy. No to the commitments that stretch you too thin. No to the habits that keep you stuck in cycles of exhaustion and guilt. Saying no to what harms you is saying yes to your peace. It is saying yes to your healing. It is saying yes to your worth. Caring for yourself is not only physical, it is emotional and spiritual as well. Take time to nurture your heart. Journal your feelings. Speak your truth. Surround yourself with people who uplift you rather than criticize you. Spend time in nature where your spirit can breathe freely. Meditate, pray, or simply sit in silence to reconnect with your inner being. These practices remind you that you are more than your to-do list. You are a soul in need of light and love. Radical self-care also means celebrating yourself. It is about acknowledging your wins, no matter how small. Did you get out of bed today when it felt impossible? Celebrate that. Did you take 5 minutes to breathe deeply and calm your mind? Celebrate that. Every small act of self-care is a victory. And the more you celebrate, the more you train your mind to recognize that you are already worthy of love and appreciation. Sometimes self-care is as simple as slowing down. In a world that glorifies being busy, slowing down is radical. It is an act of defiance against a culture that tells you your value is measured by your productivity. You are not a machine. You are a human being. You deserve moments of rest, moments of stillness, moments of doing nothing at all. Those moments are not wasted. They are sacred. They refill your spirit and remind you that your worth is not tied to what you do, but to who you are. Self-care also involves forgiving yourself. Too often, we are harsh with ourselves for not being perfect, for not doing enough, for making mistakes. But radical self-care means offering yourself grace. It means saying, I am doing the best I can, and that is enough. It means recognizing that you are allowed to be a work in progress. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to take up space. Think of someone you love deeply. You want them to be happy, healthy, safe, and at peace. You want them to feel loved and cared for. Now turn that same energy toward yourself. You deserve the same level of care and devotion that you so freely give to others. In fact, the more you give to yourself, the more authentic your love for others becomes, because it is no longer born out of emptiness, but out of fullness. Radical self-care is not something you do only once in a while. It is a daily practice. It is choosing every day to show up for yourself in ways big and small. It is choosing to nourish rather than deplete, to listen rather than ignore, to love rather than criticize. It is choosing to be gentle with yourself in a world that often encourages harshness. So today, ask yourself, what do I need right now? Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's laughter. Maybe it's a walk outside or a long bath. Maybe it's simply taking a few deep breaths in silence. Whatever it is, give it to yourself without guilt. You are worthy of care. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of peace. Remember, practicing radical self-care is not selfish. It is sacred. It is a declaration of your worth. It is a way of telling the world, I matter. And when you treat yourself with love, you radiate that love outward, healing not only yourself, but also the lives you touch. Deep within you is a truth that has always been there. It is untouched by pain, untouched by rejection, untouched by failure. This truth is your essence, your true nature, the part of you that is whole, radiant, and powerful beyond measure. The world may have taught you to doubt yourself, to see only your flaws, to believe you are small. But none of those voices define you. To reclaim your power, you must affirm your true nature every day until it becomes the song your heart sings with ease. Affirmations are more than words. They are declarations of who you are choosing to be. They are reminders of the truth that lies beneath all the noise of fear and self-doubt. When you say, I am worthy, you are not creating worth. You are acknowledging the worth that has always existed in you. When you say, I am loved, you are not asking for love. You are awakening to the love that flows through you and surrounds you at all times. For too long, you may have repeated the wrong affirmations without realizing it. Every time you said to yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm a failure, I don't deserve happiness, those were affirmations too. They were declarations that trained your subconscious mind to see the world through the lens of unworthiness. But the beautiful truth is this. Just as you programmed your mind with those thoughts, you can reprogram it with new ones. Ones that speak life, love, and possibility. Affirming your true nature means choosing words that align with who you really are, not who fear tells you to be. Begin with simple but powerful statements. I'm enough. I am worthy. I am whole. Speak them slowly. Feel the vibration of each word in your body. Say them in the morning when you wake up, throughout the day when doubt creeps in, and at night before you close your eyes. Over time, these words carve new pathways in your mind, replacing old patterns of limitation with new patterns of empowerment. At first, affirmations may feel uncomfortable. Your mind may resist, saying, this isn't true. But keep going. Think of it as planting seeds in soil. You do not see growth immediately, but with consistency, the seeds sprout. Every time you affirm your true nature, you are watering those seeds. One day, you will look back and realize that the garden of your mind has transformed. What once was filled with weeds of doubt and fear is now blooming with confidence, peace, and love. Affirmations become even more powerful when paired with emotion. Do not just say the words, feel them. Imagine the warmth of worthiness filling your body when you say, I am enough. Feel your heart expand when you say, I am loved. Let joy wash over you when you say, I am abundant. The energy you bring to your words amplifies their power, sending a message deep into your subconscious and out into the universe. Mirror work can also deepen this practice. Stand before a mirror, look into your own eyes, and affirm your true nature. Say, I love you. I am proudful. You are strong. At first, it may feel difficult. You may even look away. But keep going. The mirror reflects not only your outer appearance, but also the relationship you have with yourself. Over time, This practice softens your self-criticism and strengthens your self-love. Affirming your true nature is not about denying challenges. It is about remembering that challenges do not define you. You can face obstacles and still say, I am strong. You can make mistakes and still say, I am worthy. You can feel pain and still say, I am whole. Your affirmations do not erase difficulties, but they remind you of the power within you to move through them with grace. Make affirmations part of your daily life. Write them on sticky notes and place them on your mirror, your desk, your refrigerator. Repeat them during your commute. Whisper them while you cook or before you fall asleep. Let them become as natural as breathing. The more you affirm your true nature, the more you embody it, until it becomes second nature. There is a shift that happens when you speak these truths with consistency. You begin to carry yourself differently. You walk with more confidence. You treat yourself with more respect. You stop accepting less than you deserve. Others notice too, because the energy of someone who knows their worth is undeniable. You begin to attract people and opportunities that align with your higher self, because the energy you radiate is one of wholeness and love. Right now, take a deep breath and place your hand over your heart. Speak softly to yourself, I am worthy, I am enough, I am loved, I am whole. Feel the truth of these words sink into your soul. Let them replace the old stories. Let them remind you that your true nature has never left you. It has only been waiting for you to remember. You are not broken. You are not lacking. You are not unworthy. You are a magnificent expression of life, unique and irreplaceable. Every time you affirm your true nature, you step more fully into that truth. And the more you live from this truth, the more your life transforms into one of peace, love, and abundance. When you feel worthless, one of the most powerful steps you can take is to connect with love. Love is not only the force that heals, but also the energy that reveals your true worth. It's not always about receiving love from others. It begins with opening yourself up to the presence of love that already lives inside you. When you feel unworthy, it is often because you have been disconnected from that source. But the truth is, love has never left you. It waits patiently, gently, ready to remind you that you are whole enough and infinitely valuable. Connecting with love starts by softening your heart toward yourself. Too often, we believe love is something we must earn, but love is your birthright. Take a moment to simply sit with yourself, hand on your heart, and whisper words of kindness. Say, I am lovable. I am worthy of love just as I am. I do not need to prove anything to deserve love. With each word, you are inviting love back into your body and soul. You begin to melt the layers of self-doubt, shame, and fear that made you feel disconnected. Love also flows through connection with others. Sometimes, when you are trapped in feelings of worthlessness, you isolate yourself, believing no one will understand you. Yet, this isolation only strengthens the illusion that you are unworthy. Love grows in connection. It could be as simple as calling a friend, spending time with a family member, or even smiling at a stranger. Each small act of connection reminds you that you are part of something greater, that your presence matters, and that your existence is a gift. There are also moments when connecting with love means connecting with the universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in. In silence, in prayer, or in meditation, you open yourself to a divine love that is unconditional and infinite. This love does not ask you to be perfect, successful, or flawless. It simply holds you as you are. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and imagine being wrapped in a warm light. This light is love. This light reminds you that you are safe, supported, and never alone. Another way to connect with love is through acts of kindness. When you give love, you also receive it. Doing something for someone else, whether it's offering a listening ear, helping a neighbor, or sharing words of encouragement, creates a ripple of love that flows back to you. Love multiplies when it is given away. And when you are part of that cycle of giving and receiving, feelings of worthlessness fade, replaced by a sense of purpose and belonging. Don't forget that love also exists in the beauty around you. Look at the sunrise, the trees, the flowers, or the stars at night. Each is a reminder that love is woven into the fabric of life itself. Nature has a way of showing us that we are not separate, but deeply connected. As you open your eyes to the wonders of the world, you begin to feel your place in it. You begin to remember that your life, like the rising sun or blooming flower, is part of this great expression of love. Love is also something you can write into your life. Take a pen and paper and write down all the reasons you are worthy of love. List the qualities that make you unique, the challenges you've overcome, the kindness you've shown. Keep this list close and read it when you feel low. This practice helps your mind and heart remember that your worth is not up for debate. It is undeniable. The most important thing to remember is that love is never absent. You may close your heart to it, but love is always waiting, patiently, gently, ready to enter when you are willing to receive it. So, when the feelings of worthlessness come, make a conscious choice to open the door. Choose love. Choose to connect with yourself, with others, with life, and with the divine. Close your eyes now and breathe into your heart. Imagine a golden light glowing brighter with every breath. Feel it expanding through your thoughts, through your soul. That is love. That is who you are. You are not worthless. You are love itself. You are the expression of love in human form. And the more you connect with this truth, the more you will remember that your worth is infinite, unshackable, and eternal.